Hey guys, how's it going? Cole here with ACM. Just here to help you guys with this video, just find more ways to get your reviews to stick on Yelp. I've spoken with literally hundreds of shops about Yelp and the review system, and no surprise, just about everybody had dealt with their reviews getting filtered or removed, all kinds of things. You send customers to Yelp to leave reviews, they take the time to leave a great one, and then it disappears, Yelp hides it. Meanwhile, the negative ones, those stick just fine, even the fake ones. This has led just a lot of shops to completely distrust Yelp because they have an automated review filtering system that just kills a huge percent of reviews, especially the positive ones. So why does this happen, and how can you actually get more Yelp reviews to stick? I've done a lot of research on this and tested this for a while and have figured out some hacks that significantly improve the chances of just getting reviews to stay visible. These aren't guarantees, but they follow trends we've seen to work again and again. So let's just jump right into it. So first off, why does Yelp do this? Well, Yelp doesn't want a business owner soliciting reviews. They detect you've directed customers to leave a review, they'll likely filter it out. They want reviews to look completely organic, meaning that the customer went to Yelp on their own, they found your shop naturally, and they left a detailed, unsolicited reviews. And the problem is most shop owners don't know this, so they unknowingly do these kind of things that just trigger Yelp's filter. So some common mistakes that get Yelp reviews filtered is sending direct Yelp links. So if you send customers a link to your Yelp page, those reviews will almost always get flagged. If someone clicks a link from your website, email, or social media to leave a review, Yelp tracks that, they see the referral source, and then they flag the review as solicited. The next issue is customers finding your business too fast. So if a customer immediately lands on your page and leaves a review within seconds, Yelp finds that suspicious, I guess. So the best way to avoid this is, instead of sending them a direct link, just tell them to go to Yelp, search for your business name, find you on there, click around for a bit, and then leave a review. I know that sucks, but it makes it look more natural, and the review is more likely to stick and not get flagged by Yelp's system. So the next thing is the desktop versus mobile reviews. So reviews left on mobile phones are way more likely to actually stick than those that are left on the desktop. And Yelp knows this because most real users leave reviews from their phones, especially for services like Tint, Detail, Wraps, PPF coatings, where they're likely to just leave a review on the go. So the best practice is just to be able to try and encourage customers to just leave a review on their phone using the Yelp app and not on a computer or a desktop. The next thing I forgot to add in here, but Yelp also tracks IP addresses. So if multiple reviews come from the same network, like your shop's Wi-Fi, they get flagged. So try to just encourage customers to leave their review for home or while on mobile data at least, and not while connected to your shop's Wi-Fi. I know this can be a lot. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just trying to relay this information. I know some of the things that Yelp does is very, very frustrating, but I just wanted to give out this info and just make this for you guys so that you guys can see kind of what you can try to do at least to combat it. There's obviously some things that just are strictly out of your control, but these are just some really good practices. So the next thing is that reviews without photos can get filtered a lot more often. A review with the customer's car is much more likely to stick than a review with just text. So the best practice is just to be able to ask customers to upload a photo of their car, taking photos for the customers before they leave and sending them over. And then just ask them, hey, I sent over a picture. If you could leave a Yelp review and you could upload this picture too, it helps a lot. And then also it kind of encourages them to do it because you decided to take pictures for them, send them over. They feel like they got something, you help them out, so then they go in and return help you out. So the next thing is what makes a sticky review, right? So short generic reviews get flagged pretty often. So if a review says great service, 5 stars, and that's it, it's almost always guaranteed to be filtered. So Yelp wants detailed reviews. So try to just encourage customers to mention what they got done, mention a staff member's name, maybe some things they specifically are happy, problems that were solved with the coding they got done and how they feel about how the paint's looking, things like that. Realistically, just anything extensive, a photo, just a detailed review. Those are the kind of reviews that truly stick. So the next thing that's really irritating is that active Yelp users get priority. So reviews from established Yelp accounts usually stick better. Yelp's a lot more likely to keep reviews from people who have left Yelp reviews before, have filled out a filled out profile with a profile picture. If a customer just created a Yelp account to leave you a review, it's much more likely to get filtered, unfortunately. So next up, this might be common sense to some people, but the best thing is just to be able to ask the right way. So instead of, something like, hey, do you mind if leaving us a review on Yelp? Something along the lines of just, hey, if you really enjoyed the experience, I'd appreciate it if you could leave us a review on Yelp. Just search up XYZ shop on Yelp, find our profile, and just leave your thoughts. I also sent over a picture, and if you want to post that on there, that'd be amazing. It would help me out a ton. And I know asking for reviews can be really annoying, and maybe it makes you feel like you look bad, but I'm telling you, it's worth it in the long run. So here's now kind of a 5-step strategy that just can help you get more of these good Yelp reviews to stick. Now that you know kind of what not to do, here's the exact process just to be able to get more reviews staying visible. So the first one is just like we mentioned, just ask the right way and ask them to search you up and not just click a link to get there. If you had a great experience, yada, 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 that whole spiel. The next thing is just trying to encourage reviews on the mobile app. So asking customers to just use the Yelp app on their phone when leaving the review. Step 3 is just don't let them leave reviews on your Wi-Fi. I know that's kind of a bit of a difficult task, especially if they're in the shop and they're happy in the moment. They're like, how do I leave a review? Just try to remind them to do it later from their phone at at home, or at least away from the shop on mobile data and not on your Wi-Fi. And most of them probably aren't on your Wi-Fi, but it's just the same location and can be around the same IP address. So just take a picture of the vehicle while it's there, before and after, ideally for yourself and for them, and then they can build that review with those pictures and feel like, you know, a bit of an obligation to do it because you decided to take the time out of your day to kind of take the before, take the after, send it over, and then just let them know to add it to the review. Next up, if you or a staff member really worked with them one-on-one, just try to mention to them that if they could leave a staff name in the review, they'd love to hear it. And then it just helps you with your employees, or it helps Yelp, or however you want to put it. Just try to encourage them to mention your name or a staff member's name or something of that nature, just so that the review feels a lot more authentic and is going to be way more likely to stick with Yelp's algorithm. So next up, why does all of this matter? If you can even get a handful of Yelp reviews to stick using this method, your shop's going to be able to rank higher in search results for your business. It's going to show up better and have better visibility in Apple Maps specifically, just since Apple uses Yelp for business rankings. And it's going to build way more trust with potential customers, especially the ones that do look you up or see you on Apple Maps. And most shops struggle to get Yelp reviews to actually stick because they don't necessarily know Yelp's algorithm or how their system works. But now that you do, you can kind of play by their rules and win that game that they tend to play, which can be very frustrating, I know. So if even one shop finds this video helpful and can get some more of their Yelp reviews to stick so they can rank a bit higher on Apple Maps, then I'm happy, and it was worth making. But yeah, that's all for today's video. If you want to have a conversation with me about your shop or anything of that nature, bring some more customers in, or just have a couple questions about anything, you know, Yelp, Google, Facebook, on that side of things, just the back end, feel free to book a call below and you can have that conversation. But until next time, I will see you in the next one.